back here through Carpenter, and Umberger going to make contact. Caution flag going to come out.
Starting on pole for heat race number 1 is Stephen Parton in the 21, alongside last week's winner, Quentin Adams in the 08. Corey Willard starting 3rd. Green flag is in the air. There goes Stephen Parton. Quentin Adams fighting hard on the outside, made a little contact going into turn 1. They were able to sort it out as the 16 has made contact with the tractor tire. And we are back under caution. No green flag lap completed. We'll go back to the original starting lineup. So Quentin Adams will go back to second alongside of Stephen Parton. Green flag back in the air. There goes Parton, and Adams does not get as good of a start here. Adams under fire from Corey Willard in the 3rd spot. He's going to scoot away briefly. Willard won last night at Princeton Speedway. He's trying to make it 2 for 2 on the weekend sweep. Top 5 all single file. Behind them, the 118 of Stephen Tilley. He's going to try to make his way to 6th. He will. Around the 19 of Eli. Oh, Quentin Adams runs really, really high there in turn 2. Almost gives up the 2nd spot. Willard goes to the bottom, can't quite get the grip to go forward. And it's still going to be Stephen Parton out front. Adams going to settle, but here comes Willard. Can't quite get to the inside. Stephen Parton, he'll win heat race number 1. Quentin Adams 2nd. Corey Willard 3rd. Colton Brock 4th. And Jason Wedderburn, he'll finish in the 5th spot. Pro late models, you'll be next. So make your way towards the chute. Pro late models, make your way towards the chute for your heat races. Pro late models, make your way towards the chute for your heat races. We'll get you lined up there at the chute. On pole for this one, it's going to be Bill Pritchard Jr., Scotty Martin to his outside, Jacob Loudon right behind him. Green flag is out, and we're underway. Pritchard jumps out to the lead, but he's being stalked by Christopher Parker. Jacob Loudon's made his way up to 3rd. Michael Dorsey, who has been absolutely on fire as of late, he's made his way up to 4th spot. Martin drops all the way back to 5th. Slipping and sliding in the back. They both keep it going. And we remain green flag racing here at Beckley Motor Speedway. Pritchard dives into turns 3 and 4. To the bottom, trying to get around Parker in the OH10. It's Jacob Loudon in the 1F. White flag is out. Clean and green throughout for the INEX Legends cars here in the 2nd heat. Bill Pritchard Jr., he wins heat race number 2. Christopher Parker second. Jacob Loudon third. Michael Dorsey in fourth. And Scott Martin rounds out your top 5. Pro Late models, make your way towards the chute for your heats. Pro Lates, make your way towards the chute for your heats. Ryan Swisshelm and Bobby Barley will lead us to green from the top of the front row here for heat race number 3. Hitting the restart zone. Green flag is in the air. There goes Swisshelm and Barley. Barley, Swisshelm, Dayton almost 3 wide off turn 2 for the lead, but it's Barley that comes out with second. They're going to go 3 wide again almost. Swisshelm barely leads the first lap as Barley falls in line. Zachary Dayton now pushing Barley. Oh, he tags him. Dayton tags Barley. Barley goes around, and so too does Dayton. Andrew Schrader involved. '16 of Jason Blom also turned in that incident. Barley got tagged there by the 11 of Zach Dayton. Both cars suffering damage from that getting tangled up there. Green flag is back out. Swisshelm jumps out. Barley fighting off a hard challenge from Simpson. Schrader almost loses it. Goes through the mud. He's out of the way though. We're going to stay green. Zach Dayton's made his way all the way back to where he was. Racing hard with Barley and Simpson for that second and third spot. But up front, it's all Ryan Swisshelm in the 520. Oh, Simpson goes a little wide. He's going to give up that third spot. White flag being shown to the field. Off turn 4, it's going to be Ryan Swisshelm. He wins heat race number 3. Bobby Barley second. Zach Dayton third. Denver Simpson fourth. And Jason Blom will finish in the 5th spot. All right, folks, coming up next, we've got the Pro Late models. They're getting ready to hit the track for their heat events. Evan McReynolds on the pole. Brandon Atkins second. Tyson Atkins in third. Ryan Nethers will roll off fourth. Taylor Bennett fifth. And Jim Rader is in sixth. Trent Salango and Mac Brookover will start on the top row for this heat race. Colin Holmes in third. Brandon Francis fourth. Robert Roberts fifth. And Mike Burton will roll off in the sixth spot. Green flag is out. We're underway. Brookover powers his way around Salango. He's got the top spot. He's also got the forward bite. He's going to hold on to it to lead that lap. Salango second. Meanwhile, behind him, Francis and Holmes fighting for third. Francis has it. Holmes wants it. White flag is out for Mac Brookover. Pretty clean and green for this heat race. Off turn 4, it's going to be Mac Brookover. He wins heat race number 2 for the Pro Late Model Division. All right, exiting the chute, we've got TJ Salango in the 18S, Timmy McBride in the 20T, Logan Auxier, Justin Elliott in the 84 cars. One's an L, one's a B, and Butch Blankenship will round out your top 5. Attention in the pits, attention in the pits. Super late models, make your way to the chute for your heat event. Super late models, make your way to the chute for your heat event. Super late models, make your way to the chute for your heat events. Rolling into the restart zone. Green flag is in the air. There goes Salango. He cuts off McBride. And McBride still there. He's still challenging Salango for that lead while the 84 cars look on. Here comes Auxier. He's going to try to take the second spot away from Timmy McBride. Timmy McBride flirting with that cushion up there, trying to get to TJ Salango. Wanted to call him Trent so bad there. Oh, what a challenge for McBride. Can't get there. It's going to be TJ Salango. He wins heat race number 3 for the Pro Late Model Division. Timmy McBride second, Logan Auxier third. Justin Elliott fourth, and Butch Blankenship in fifth. Folks, again, we want to thank you for coming out to the Beckley Motor Speedway. We are having a 50-50 raffle for the Codes for Kids program. Tyler Meadows and Jesse Roberts on the front row. They're joined by Mark Snodgrass in the 50. Rolling through to the restart zone. Green flag is in the air. Meadows goes way high, almost loses the lead to Roberts. Again, Sport Mods, make your way to the chute for your heats. Sport Mods, make your way to the chute for your heat races. Sport Mods to the chute for your heats. Checkered flag in the air. Tyler Meadows, he'll win heat race number 1 for the Bud Light Street Stocks. Coming out of the chute, we've got Cody Lowe and Donald McMillian leading the charge, and they've got Larry Atkins behind him in third. Sport Mods to the chute for your feature. Sport Mods to the chute for your feature. Excuse me, for your heat races. Sport Mods to the chute for your heat races. I'm way ahead of you guys. I apologize. Green flag is in the air. There goes McMillian to the high side. Close quarters. McMillian almost got to the back bumper of Lowe. Couldn't quite get there. That time he did, and he almost looped it. Both of the cars maintain. Lowe can't quite get back on the track. Green for now, and there we go. There's the caution lights. Larry Atkins has jumped up to the lead. All right, folks, we're going to have a nose to tail with the 2S and the 37 to decide this heat race. Green flag is in the air. Here comes Lowe to the bottom. Lowe jumps back out to the lead. McMillian not done yet. Keeps on digging towards the leader. White flag in the air as Lowe has started to leg it back out a little bit here. Off turn 4, it's going to be Cody Lowe. He wins heat race number 2. Donald McMillian in second. Larry Atkins will finish in third. All right, folks, up next we're going to have the Sport Mod division and their heat events. Drayton Rose on pole. He's going to lead him into turn 3, into the restart zone. Green flag is in the air. There goes Drayton Rose. He's joined by Josh Gibson up front. And the 22 of Harley Martin in third. There they come, nearly 3 wide off of turn 4. Rose holds the lead for the first lap. Contact between Gibson and Harley Martin. They seem like they might be a little hooked together. They bust free of one another and continue on for now. Martin the second, Gibson starting to hemorrhage positions. Buddy Brogan in the 5B, way up the racetrack in that yellow car, trying to get back around Gibson for third. Almost had him. Brogan again way up high. Here comes Tommy Livingston. He'll take fourth. Might be a problem with the Brogan machine as Bobby Modley gets by. White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go for Drayton Rose. Off turn 4, Martin can't quite get there. Drayton Rose, he'll win heat race number 1 for the Sport Mods. Harley Martin second. Josh Gibson, he'll finish third. And Tommy Livingston fourth. Bobby Modley in fifth. Field rolling into turn 3. They'll enter the restart zone there with the cones, and there's the green flag. There goes Tate Hughes. Great challenge from Stephen Gibson to the high side. Can't quite make it pull. Hughes will take the lead, but a crossover move from Gibson. He dive bombs to the bottom, makes it stick. Stephen Gibson to the lead. What a move. Here comes Hunter New trying to pick the bones of Tate Hughes. Can't quite do it. Up front, it's all Stephen Gibson. What a move by Gibson to jump out to the lead. I think that right quarter panel being pinned in was to his advantage because Hughes could not get back to him, had to overcorrect. Somehow we didn't have a caution flag, and Gibson continues to lead. Hughes, though, drawing ever closer. He's right to the back bumper of the 15G. Tate Hughes to the bottom. Stephen Gibson. White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go. Here comes Tate Hughes. He takes the lead back on the white flag lap. To the high side, Gibson nearly makes contact. Tate Hughes, through the adversity, wins heat race number 2 for the Sport Mods. Tate Hughes with an awesome last lap pass. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your Sport Mods. What a last lap pass there from Tate Hughes. All right, rolling out of the chute, we've got Connor New, who has won, I believe, 7 features here at Beckley Motor Speedway this season. He'll lead him to green. He's got Patrick Murphy to his outside. Noah Johnson, he'll be in the 4th spot. Jackie Weiss will start 3rd. Kirsten Johnson in 5th. And cold-blooded, it's Robbie Hicks. He'll start in the last spot of the field. All 6 cars bunched up. We'll get going here in just a moment. Attention in the pits, INEX Legends. After intermission, we will start your feature. INEX Legends, go ahead and make your way to the chute for your feature. Big start there for Connor New. He jumps out to the lead. Weiss trying to dive to the inside of Patrick Murphy for second. Can't quite get there. Robbie Hicks way up the racetrack. Somehow keeps it straight while there's blue smoke trailing out of the Kirsten Johnson machine. Appears to be under power. Clean and green single file for now, as Connor continues to leg out his lead over Patrick Murphy. Robbie Hicks living dangerously up high. Somehow we are still green. Just a few laps to go here in this final heat race of the evening. Johnson's car has finally given up the ghost. She'll pull it into the infield. Looks like it's terminal for the 32, at least for now. We'll see if she can get it fixed and back into the feature later on tonight. Checkered flag in the air. It's another win for Connor New. Just another Saturday night drive for the C10 machine. Robbie Hicks spins it off turn 4, but misses the scoring loop.